Hello everyone. Archie, I hope I'm audible clearly. Komal ma'am, am I audible clearly?
Yes, yes, sure.
Yes, you are
Thank you.
audible.
Thank you. So, hello and welcome everyone. A very good afternoon. I'm Shubh Parmar, your host for today's webinar. Uh, my team and I are here to make sure you have a seamless and engaging experience. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to use the chat window. We are here to help. We'll jump to the next slide. So the topic for today is Copilot in action, use cases across finance, HR, and operations. We'll jump to the next slide. So this webinar is hosted by the ATC community, a hub for enthusiasts passionate about cloud technologies, AI, machine learning, IoT, open source development, and DevOps. The next slide. So today's event is sponsored by Synergetics and Microsoft. So before we dive into today's session, let me take a moment to introduce Synergetics. Synergetics is a leading edge learning solutions provider in India offering specialized training and consulting services. We empower businesses and professionals to thrive in today's fast evolving tech landscape by delivering transformative learning experiences. Our core focus is on enabling digital transformation through innovative skilling programs, advisory services, and end to end implementation support. From modernizing IT frameworks to mastering emerging technologies like AI, cloud computing, and DevOps, Synergetics is committed to equipping you with the tools and knowledge to succeed. We'll go to the next slide. So these are the learning solutions which are offered by Synergetics, which are persona-based onboarding, onboarding add-on, certification add-on, reskilling, emerging technology training, certification hackathon, cloud adoption, latest technology training, sales pre-sales training, practice playbook, and architecting. To the next slide. This is the Microsoft certification skilling journey. The journey begins with the fundamental certification, then progresses to advanced role-based certification, and finally to expert level certifications. The next slide. Also, we run communities on Meetup. This is the emerging technology community. Anyone who are eager to learn about technological knowledge can join this community on Meetup. We have multiple communities in Pune, Gujarat, Nagpur, and Indore. Those who are interested to join this community, please log into Meetup app and gain your knowledge for free. Go to the next slide. Um, we are thrilled to have Ms. Komal Sharma as our today's speaker. She is a certified Microsoft trainer and a consultant at Synergetics. She brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in AI and cloud technologies. Go to the next slide. So, the agenda for this webinar is understand the practical applications of Microsoft Copilot in finance, HR, and operations. Use Copilot to automate reporting and streamline data analysis tasks. Leverage Copilot for informed and agile decision making processes. Identify opportunities for role specific workflow enhancements through Copilot integration. So, you all have to follow the code of conduct, which will create a respectful environment for all the participants. Participants, please note you're not allowed to take screenshot of the presentation and cannot do screen recording. Go to the next slide. I would like to take a moment to share some information about the certification workshops we conduct at Synergetics. Also, these webinars you have been attending are designed to give you a brief overview and summary of the full course content. However, the actual certification training programs for these courses run over 4 days, and we are currently offering them at a special discounted rate exclusively for webinar attendees. On my screen, you can see the list of in-demand certification courses we are currently focusing on. For more details or to register, feel free to contact Mr. Vivek Balasundaram. Archie has already sent his email ID and his contact number in the chat box. So for more details regarding this courses, you can connect with him. We'll jump to the next question. Next slide. So do follow us on our social media platforms to get relevant updates on upcoming webinars, workshops, and certification trainings we do. All the links to these platforms are shared in the chat box. So do follow us on our social media platforms and stay updated. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. Now we'll hand over the mic to a speaker. Ma'am, you can take over from here.
Yeah, thank you, Shub. Just give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so team, I hope my screen is visible. I'm loud and clear to everyone. Okay, great. Thank you for the response. Okay, so team, let's start with the session. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Komal Sharma, and I welcome you all for the session Copilot in Action. And here we are going to explore what is this Copilot is all about, how we can start using Copilot capability, and we'll explore different use cases for finance, HR, and operations domain. So my name is Komal Sharma. I'm Microsoft certified trainer and having more than of 17 years of experience as a trainer and software consultant. I have all expert level of certification for Microsoft 365 services, Microsoft security solutions, and Microsoft Power Platform. I have offered innovative solutions on enterprise architecting and learning consultancy solutions. And it's like more than 1.5 year I'm working with Copilot, and I have explored Copilot in different areas like Copilot on web, Copilot with M365 services, Copilot with Power Platform, Copilot with security, right? So team, here let's just explore what is this Copilot is all about so that you can also start using Copilot with your organization account. So this is the agenda of the session. So we will focus first what is this Copilot is all about and how you can start working with Copilot for Microsoft 365, how you can write the effective prompts with Copilot, and we'll discuss Copilot use cases across finance, HR, and operations. I will give you the demo how you can use Copilot in different M365 application, or if you are from finance, HR, or operations domain, what are the prompts you can try with these application. Okay, so team, before moving ahead, just quick questions for you all. You can raise your hand to give me answers, so, or you can respond over the chat. So team, I just wanted to know how many of you know about AI. Can you just raise your hand? Or if you know any application or any uh, like tool that you feel like is example of AI you are using in your day-to-day life, so can you quickly just give me answer in chat? Yes, team. Okay, so that is clear that you all know about AI. And can you give me some use cases, like any example? Okay, so Danshu has mentioned, Satyajit has mentioned Gemini, ChatGPT. Okay, great. And how many of you know about Copilot? Anyone who have already started with Copilot and exploring Copilot capability? Okay, that's great. So Atharva is already working with Copilot. Gauri has raised the hand, means Gauri, you are also working with Copilot. So do you all have Copilot paid license or the free one? Anyone who have Copilot paid license, Copilot subscription? So Gauri, you have the paid license. Sasank, you have the paid license. Okay, free. Okay, okay, great. Okay, so team, I think like you all know about AI, the power of artificial intelligence. Nowadays, as we all know, this AI, the power of AI, that is developing day by day. And especially after the introduction of Gen AI, generative AI, that is taking this creativity to the next level. And this Gen AI is a subset of deep learning. This is again a part of artificial intelligence. This generative AI that can help you create new artificial content or data that include images, videos, music, even 3D models without any efforts required by human beings. Generative AI models are trained and learn the data set that is designed within the data based on large data set, based on large patterns. They can generate new examples that is similar to the training data. And these models are capable of generating new content without any human interaction, right? So, seem like we all human beings. We all are also like very intelligent, right? We are very intelligent. We are trained. We have completed our education. We are working in our organization, developing our skills, developing our knowledge day by day. Even right now, you are attending this session to know more about Copilot. So, right? So, you are developing yourself. You are developing your brain, right? Just like that, as we human beings are provided training, education, and as per our knowledge, our understanding, we are able to give response to other. We are able to perform any task, right? We are able to give the answers, or we are able to take some decision and analyze, right? Just like that, these are artificial tool that is provided the artificial intelligence that human being have, and these models are trained. So every AI technology that you know, the application you know that you feel like is a part of AI, GPT, ChatGPT, Alexa, Siri, even different application that you are using in your day-to-day life, these all are application based on AI, like Google Map. I think you all know about Google Map and you must be using Google Map. Google Map again use AI. That is a using recommendation model, right? That is recommending the best route to travel, right? What is the estimated time that will take to reach to the destination? So behind every AI technology, every AI tool or application, there is a model behind the scene. And these models are trained, right? They are trained on large data set, how they are supposed to behave, how they are supposed to perform any task, how they are supposed to respond to the end user, right? In simple word, it generally involve training AI model to understand different patterns and structure within existing data and using them to generate new original data, right? Like you all are attending this training. At the end of the session, you will be having good understanding about Copilot. I will give you some demo, some use cases, some example. But is it like the same example, same demo, same prompt you are going to use throughout your career? No. Of course, you are going to apply this learning in your area, in your documents, in your as per your requirement. You are going to put the prompt. right? So just like these AI and this Copilot, these AI Gen AI tools, these are just like your assistant. They are trained that they are going to assist you, they are going to help you in your day to day task. So, this Copilot is an AI assistant that is provided to you with your organization license, and it is integrated into your applications, right? And it is appeared as a chat interface. So there are two type of licenses: Copilot free license that you can access from your Edge browser, from Teams, or from Outlook, or you can open any of the applications like Word, PowerPoint, Excel. Even here you have Copilot chat. So you will get a window like this that is there on my screen, this one, right? And here you can start interacting with Copilot. You can put your prompt, your question, any task you want Copilot to perform for you. So the main purpose of using this AI tool that to help you as an assistant, right? Like let's say I'm a trainer, right? My main job is to provide the trainings. But with my training programs, I have to prepare myself for the training. I have to prepare some content, right? I have to create PPT. I have to create assignments, right? Team, just give me a minute. Let me have a sip of water. Yeah, so sorry. Okay, so let's quickly continue. So yeah, we were discussing about the co-pilot as like I was giving you my example that apart from my training assignment, I have to prepare some content. I have to prepare the PPT, right? I have to prepare case study for my participants, some assignments and all. So earlier it used to take too much time, like one PPT at least used to take 2 hours to prepare any document and all. Or if I have some agenda, I used to prepare the PPT and all. It used to take too much time, right? But now as I am using Copilot, and Copilot is really like a very intelligent assistant for me, and I'm able to use Copilot for my documents, for my PPT. It takes hardly a minute to prepare any content, a document, a PPT. And even if I have to analyze my data, or let's say throughout the day I'm busy in my training and I have to just quickly get the summary of emails that I have received or any chat done over Teams, so I can ask Copilot, hey, can you just give me quick summary for all the chats done today or any email I have received. Even I can ask Copilot to give me the summary of email or chat received from a particular person or about any topic, about any file, right? And Copilot respond me within few seconds. So we can use Copilot with our in our M365 environment, the application we are already using. So Microsoft 365 Copilot, as I said, with your M365 license, you have two type of license for Copilot. One is the free one and another is a subscription one. Means that is a paid license. If you have a free one, you can use Copilot over web, Outlook and your Teams. If you have the paid one, you can directly use Copilot capability in your applications like your Word document, your Outlook, Teams, creating PPTs and all. So, of course, the subscription and the paid one have so much, different capability that to use this AI assistant right in your applications. Like as I said, I need Copilot to help me give me the summary of all the email and chat. So with free, Copilot cannot read or access your organization data, right? If you have the paid one, Copilot can read or access your Outlook emails, your Teams conversation, or any document which is there in your OneDrive, right? So Copilot can access and give you the summary and give you the response accordingly. So of course, we will explore different features that we have in free and with a paid one both. We will also discuss on some core component of M365 Copilot. For example, sorry, Copilot in Word, it can help you format your documents, check your grammar and style, and even suggest content based on what you are writing. In Excel, Copilot can assist you in creating complex formula, generating pivot table, visualization, data, charts, right? In Outlook, it can help you manage your emails, scheduling meetings, and find important information quickly. It is just like having an expert by your side and ready to help you with whatever you need, whether you are drafting a report, analyzing data, or managing your emails. Copilot can make your work easier and more efficient. Team, I have this video. I want you all to just look at this video once. I need to reshare my screen with audio. Just give me a second. I hope it's audible to everyone. Okay, so I hope this video could give you a highlights like how Copilot for M365 works with your all M365 application. Okay, so team, of course, like now you have a bit like idea what is Copilot and what is Copilot for M365. So when you want to start using Copilot, so make sure you have all prerequisite, right? Let's say you have an active M365 license for you, and you have active, access to OneDrive, because Copilot can read and access all your OneDrive information, right? So Copilot easily integrate with your M365 application, like starting with helping you with drafting, summarizing, or editing any documents, manage your emails, schedule your meetings, provide summaries of conversations, right? Assist you in data analysis, automating the repeated task and all. So Copilot, it actually use LLM, that is large language model. Okay, so it works as natural language processing. Means, as I'm a trainer, you all are attendees, I'm talking in a normal language, right? The language you are able to understand, it is what? A natural language, right? So you can interact with me, you can ask some question, and as per my intelligence, my knowledge, I can give you the response. Just like that, this co-pilot understand our language. So you can even ask Copilot to give you response in a particular language, Hindi, English, Gujarati, French, right? So Copilot will prepare your response accordingly. Copilot can help you with the integration. Like, let's say you are using Copilot in one application. Let's say you are using Copilot with Outlook, and you wanted to access information that is there in your OneDrive, in Word document, Excel, PowerPoint, or Teams. That is such a integrated environment that Copilot will also help you improve the integration part, collaboration part with your other colleagues. And of course, the security. So, as you are in your M365 environment, so whatever the security policies, the compliance policies are followed by your organization, Copilot is strictly follow the same. Let's say you are using any file and you are a owner, but you do not want other users to edit any information, but other employees have view access, so they cannot use Copilot to make any changes in your file, because that is your private file. And even like there are some security policies. For example, there are some sensitive labels are applied, and you are asking Copilot about that content. So immediately an alert will be triggered to the admins, right? So this is how your security policies are followed by Copilot. Team, now just focus on Copilot system, how this Copilot works.
Microsoft 365 Copilot is powered by what we call the Copilot system, a sophisticated processing and orchestration engine. It harnesses the power of three foundational technologies: the Microsoft 365 apps, that's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and more; the Microsoft Graph, that's all your content and context, your emails, files, meetings, chats, and calendar; and a large language model, or LLM, a creative engine capable of parsing and producing human-readable text, all accessible through natural language. It starts with a prompt from you in an app. Copilot pre-processes the prompt through an approach called grounding. Put simply, grounding improves the quality of the prompt, so you get answers that are relevant and actionable. One of the most important parts of grounding is making a call to the Microsoft Graph to retrieve your business content and context. Copilot combines this user data from the graph with other inputs to improve the prompt. It then sends that modified prompt to the LLM. You may be familiar with what an LLM can do based on your experience with ChatGPT or Bing Chat. Copilot takes the response from the LLM and post-processes it. This post-processing includes additional grounding calls to the graph, responsible AI checks, security, compliance and privacy reviews, and command generation. Finally, Copilot sends a response to the user and commands back to the apps. Copilot iteratively processes and orchestrates these sophisticated services, to produce a result that feels like magic.
Okay, so team, I hope this video could help you understand 365 environment for Copilot. Now let's understand it. Just wait a minute. Now just understand it more with the help of this diagram here. So like this is like user, right? And user is start interacting with Copilot by using any of these applications, right? Or even you can use Copilot on Edge browser, and you can start interacting Copilot if you have the free license. Okay, so user enter his prompt. Okay, user is provided the prompt area, and user enter the prompt. Let's say user wants to create any content, user need to summarize some emails, okay, or need to prepare a PPT, whatever is the prompt. Now, the Copilot receive your information, receive your prompt, and understand your context, understand your requirement, what you want to do. You want to create something, you want to summarize something. Okay. Now, let's say you have asked Copilot to give you summary about the emails received from, let's say my colleague name is Shub. So I need to summarize the email received from Shub. So Copilot need to search for the related information like all my Outlook emails and my colleague, right? So for that, Copilot consult with Microsoft Graph. So Microsoft Graph is a API that is like a connective tissue. Microsoft Graph has all the information about your Microsoft application, all the Microsoft system, the data that you have, means your calendar information, your colleagues, users, files, messages, right? Your coworker, the chat you do in Teams, all the task is allotted to you or you have created, the device you are using, all information is there with Graph. So Copilot understand a requirement and go to Microsoft Graph and ask, hey, do you have some information about this user that he is asking for some file and all? So Microsoft Graph says that, okay, just wait. I'm looking for that information. So Microsoft just Graph look for the information and give it back to Copilot. Now, Copilot job is to refine this response and generate in a way user want. Let's say I want the response should be created in a formal language, or I want the response should be created in a detailed way, right? Or like a lengthy one. Or I want to create any draft or want to draft an email, but that is only very short email, right? 3 or 4 lines would be enough. So what is your requirement? Accordingly, Copilot prepare your response and generate it for you and send it back. Okay. And here behind the scene, your data is collected from your organization data, your OneDrive, your Exchange Online, SharePoint, and your Teams chat. So this is how Copilot actually works. So of course, there are some best buddies of Copilot, that is like Copilot core components. With the help of these components, Copilot works for us. So first component is LLM, that is large language model. This is a fundamental component, you can say, for Copilot and 365 Copilot, right? And it is to provide intelligent and contextually relevant response and assist with different tasks. So LLM is integrated into Copilot. It helps Copilot for data processing and understanding. And this LLM use advanced NLP technique. Now, what is this NLP? It is a natural language processing. This is to understand and interpret user input, right? So there are four components under NLP. The first one is tokenization. Tokenization means when you are speaking or you are putting your requirement in a sentence, one sentence may have multiple words, correct? So each word is provided token. Let's say here, this is a heading, explore the core component of Copilot. So this is word token 1, token 2, token 3, 4, and so on, right? This is called tokenization. Each word in a sentence is having a specific meaning that is cleared with Copilot, with tokenization. Second is a semantic analysis, right? So what is semantic analysis? Semantic analysis help Copilot what is the meaning, right? Or what is the context that is cleared with semantic analysis. Like, I am a trainer. So I will enter my prompt that I am a trainer. I have to prepare myself for a training on Copilot, right? So what is my context? Trainer. Why I want to create the content? Because I have to deliver some training. This is what? Semantic analysis. Next is sentiment. Sentiment means your mood, emotion. The PPT I wanted to create, this is for a professional word, like it should be use professional language, a formal tone, right? Maybe you have to prepare some content that may be funny, that may be casual, or let's say you have to send some emails like that is like a invitation for any event, any occasion, right? So, what is the sentiment behind the content? Okay. And the last one is language. Means Microsoft Copilot. It enable Copilot is like that understand your requirement in different languages. Copilot assists user with different languages. You can put your prompt in Hindi language, English language, German language, Gujarati language, whatever the language you are comfortable. Or you can simply put your prompt in English language and you can ask Copilot to give you response in your requirement language. Right? So these are the four components. Team, just give me a minute. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. So these are four components. Accordingly, Copilot understand our intention, our mood, how the content is generated, and finally our content is prepared. The next important component is M365 application. As I said, you have the paid license, the subscription. You can use Copilot capability right in your application you are already using. You are using Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, Outlook, right? Now let's say the assistant is provided right in that application, right? So you can use Copilot in your M365 environment. And the last and very important component is Microsoft Graph that I said is the best buddy of Copilot, right? So Copilot, this Microsoft Graph is a powerful tool that integrate with Copilot to enhance the productivity and streamline different tasks, right? So Microsoft Graph is an API that connect different Microsoft services, devices, and provide a unified programmably model, right? It also allow developer to access a wide range of data and insight from M365 services, including Outlook, Teams, and more. Microsoft Graph, it enable Copilot to access and integrate data from different M365 services, right? It also help Copilot to prepare the personalized content, right? Let's say I'm writing the same prompt in my environment and you will try the same prompt in your environment. The response will be different because Copilot will read your requirement and the data accessible to you, right? And for me, Copilot will work for my environment, the data I am using as per my role, right? So it is like Copilot can provide personalized recommendation and insight. For example, it can suggest relevant document, emails, or calendar events based on your activity and your preferences. Microsoft Graph also allow Copilot to automate the repetitive task. For example, let's say you wanted to schedule a meeting every third Friday. So you just ask Copilot to schedule this meeting and Copilot will set up the meeting for you. Copilot can also help you draft the email, update the document based on your command. So team, this was a quick introduction of Copilot. So in this part, we have discussed what is Copilot, how you can start using Copilot, like with your applications or with the browser, and what are the core components of Copilot. So team, anyone, any query, any questions so far? Please feel free to put your requirement or your query over the chat. I will be coming to this area and will respond to your questions. Okay. So please feel free to put your queries over there. Okay. So now let's move ahead. And in this part, we are going to explore the possibilities with Copilot. So team, you can start using Copilot right in your applications and in your browser. Like for example, you can use Copilot in your Word, Excel, PowerPoint and all. Now I will quickly give you the demo how you can start using Copilot in all these applications. So team, let's just quickly start with Word document. So as I said, I have the paid license. So I have provided organization license for Copilot. So I have opened a blank document, a Word document. And here you will notice at the top, I have some suggestions. Like if you want to start with these prompts, you can do so. And I have this prompt area where I can put my requirement. Okay. For example, I just need to prepare some content, right? Some document. For example, I will just write that I'm a trainer. I need to prepare assignment for my students on M365 Copilot. This assignment should be hands on, right? A simple prompt I have mentioned. I have mentioned what is my requirement, what is my role, what is why I want to create this. Okay. So now Copilot has created the content for me, right? Like getting started with Copilot, drafting and editing, data analysis. Let's say you are not satisfied with the content, you can click on regenerate. Now Copilot is regenerating and giving you a second option. Like if you want to refer the second option, you can go through. Okay. So now I have two response. Can you see that? Two numbers. This is the first one and this is the second one. So whatever the response you feel like is the best one, you can click on keep it. Okay, so my response is ready. I can use this assignment and I can share to my participants immediately. Now let's say already a document is created. Okay, now let's say you want Copilot to edit something. So you can see here you have this edit icon. Just click on it. Wherever your cursor is, your edit bar will be edit window will be open. Now here you can mention what you want Copilot to do. If you wanted to insert any summary, if you wanted to, add any other content, or if you want to chat with Copilot. Let's say I will click on chat with Copilot. So here you have Copilot chat window open. So this is the work mode. Let's say here, please summarize the document. Open. Enter. What happened? It is not taking enter. These are the suggestions that is provided to you. If you want to go with any of the suggestion, you can go through. For example, let me just connect with my work content. You can also add some files. S- It's not working here. Let me just try another way. Okay, no problem here. I will just quickly add my cursor and will use edit. And here, let's say I wanted to add, please summarize this document. Enter. And now here you have this quick summary created by Copilot. If you want to create this summary, you can create it. Or further, if you want to make any changes, you can do so. Okay. If you want to insert any summary, keep writing this, structure and refine, all you can enter here. So this is my Word document. Now let me close it quickly. Same way, let's say I have open a PPT. This is a new PPT I have open. And now here you can see this is a star icon. Click on it. So these are the four options available. create a new presentation. You want to add a slide in a presentation which is already created, or add a topic. Let's say I'm going to create a new presentation, and my topic for the presentation is M365 Copilot. Enter. I have not provided any agenda, any topic. So Copilot is creating this content, picking up the topics and the agenda itself, right? Now, if you wanted to add any topic in between, if you want to remove anything, if you want to switch, like let's say I want to switch this security topic above this user experience, you can do so. Let's say below this core feature, I wanted to add a new topic. Let's say this is about core component of Copilot. Enter. A new topic will be added here. Now click on generate slides. Now Copilot is preparing your slide. Okay, here you go, and your slide is ready. There are total 26 slides. Click on keep it. Okay, and here you can check this is the agenda slide, and all the other slides with all the subtopics are added. Okay, now let's say if you wanted to, add any slide in between, you want to summarize this presentation. Okay, for example, let's click on summarize this presentation. So here you have the quick summary created. Let's say you wanted to ask more about this presentation. For example, I wanted to know more about core features, or for example, please summarize core features. What is wrong with this? If I am putting something not able to enter. Okay, no problem. The same chat feature I will explain you separately. Okay, so this is how my PPT is created. In between, if you want to add anything, you can just click on this star icon again. And here you can mention if you want to add a slide, any topic and all, you can immediately open it. Okay, so let me just quickly close it. Now I will take you to Microsoft Teams. So in this Microsoft Teams, You can see this Copilot icon with every chat. Like this is the ongoing meeting is going on, and here I can click on Copilot icon. And if you have any question about the chat, or you wanted to know if I was mentioned at the rate, is there any action item, you can ask Copilot. Okay. For example, summarize this chat. So here I have a quick summary. Now this summary is created on the basis of chat, whatever we are typing, not what we are speaking. If you wanted to have the summary of our what we are speaking, for that transcript option must be enabled. If the transcript is enabled, Copilot can also give you the summary of what you are speaking. Okay, all the verbal communication. Even like here, you have any other chat, or you want Copilot to summarize it or let you know if there is any action item for you, or if you are at the rate mentioned anywhere, all you can ask. So there is a Copilot icon with every chat, and you can mention your requirement over there. At the extreme left side, you have this Copilot. This Copilot is also known as Copilot Graph Grounded Chat. It means this is a Copilot you can ask question related to any document, any email, any Teams communication, any people, all you can ask here only. This is the environment created that you do not need to go to any specific application, but here only you can connect with your file and ask any question. Okay. For example, I want to connect with my file, which is there in my OneDrive. Please let me know the latest industry trends. So Copilot will refer the document you have attached and will prepare the response. Okay. So I do not need to go to Word application or OneDrive application, but here only I have attached my file and ask Copilot to give me the summary or any other question you have. Copilot will generate the response. So this is how you can use Copilot in your Teams environment. Now let me take you to Outlook. So this is my Outlook environment. Here, whatever the email is open right now, at the top you have an option to give you the summary by Copilot. Just click on summarize. So here Copilot is preparing the summary, right? Or if you want to create or draft a new email, or you want Copilot to prepare the reply, all you can do. Let's say here, if you want to prepare the reply, click on reply. You have Copilot icon, prepare reply as I can do this, and enter. Copilot will read the entire email thread and will read your prompt, your requirement, and accordingly, immediately the response will be generated. The reply will be generated. So here you have the quick reply generated to Sunita, and I can edit it. I have other options like I can retry, make it short, long. I can change the tone, like make it formal, casual, direct. Okay. I will just discard it quickly. If you have to prepare a new email, like this is a new email, right? Here you can use Copilot and again enter your requirement. Let's say you wanted to prepare a leave application. So please draft an leave request from 1st Jan to 5 Jan as I am going out of town. So whatever the language you are comfortable with, or just give a quick, subject line, what you want Copilot to prepare. Enter. And here your leave request is ready. Okay. And if you want to modify or retry it, just click on retry. Copilot is retrying for you. And here your response is generated. Again, further, if you want to make it short, long, or change the tone, you can do so. Or anything else like this content is okay, but if you want to add anything else, you can do so. Okay, so this is what you can use Copilot in Outlook. So team, now as we have, I have given you the demo that how you can start using Copilot in all these application. And the same way you were using Copilot in Teams, here can you see in Outlook, I have this Copilot icon at the extreme left side of my window. And you will get again the same Copilot chat experience the way you get in Teams. You guys can also explore even if you have the free license in your Outlook or in Teams. You must be able to see this icon, Copilot icon. And in my case, as I have both the mode work and web, meaning if you are in work mode, means you are using paid license capability. Okay. Or you can switch to web mode if you want Copilot to refer the information to generate your response, which is there in web. Okay. So I can anytime switch to work mode and web mode as I have paid license. But in your case, if you do not have the paid license, by default you have web mode enable. Okay. And Copilot will refer the content which is available over the web and will prepare your response. Okay. I hope I'm making it clear to everyone. You will also notice when I'm in work mode, I can click on this plus icon. I can add the my work content, let's say any people if you wanted to connect, right? If you want to connect with any files, any meetings. So all the options I have, right? But if you do not have the work mode available under web, you cannot connect with your work content. Can you see that? I do not have the options. People, file, SharePoint site. No, I cannot do so. Okay. But I can connect the file which is there in my local drive and ask Copilot to give me the response accordingly. So this was my overall Copilot experience with M365 paid one. Now, all the participants who do not have the paid license, they can explore the Copilot capability over web. You can start with your browser. Just open your browser. Here you have this Copilot icon. You can click on it. Can you see that? Or here at the extreme left, right hand side, topmost corner, you have this Copilot chat option available. Here again, you have both work mode and web mode. You can anytime switch from work to web and web to work as per your requirement. In your case, again, I'm repeating my one more time. In your case, if you do not have the paid one, you have by default web mode available. Okay, so I am right now closing it. Okay, so So again, you can use this Copilot chat area. You can say this is known as Copilot chat, M365 Copilot chat. Now here you can start your conversation with Copilot. Okay. For example, let me just pick few prompts. I will just quickly copy this prompt. And here I just wanted to write a speech for Fabricant stakeholder. Okay. This is what the free one. Okay. I'm just explaining what is the free capability of this Copilot chat here. Now let's say I wanted to create some document with a reference of any document which is already created. So I have written one prompt. I want to create a speech that summarize the result of company income statement. Now I have to attach a file. I will click on work content. Okay. As I am not able to connect with my OneDrive file, so I need to connect with the data which is there in my local machine. For that, I have this sample file available. I can quickly download. This is Fabricant income statement. Now it is there in my local machine. Upload the images under download. This is the income statement. Open. File is attached. Now enter. Now Copilot is preparing this speech for me, which is going to summarize the company's income statement. And here, within few seconds, my speech is ready. Okay. So team, up to this exercise, I have explored Copilot capability with different M365 application. Okay. Now team, let's just move ahead and we'll explore how you can write a best prompt. Okay. So team, as you have noticed, when you have to interact with Copilot, Copilot response is depend on the prompt you are pitching. So it is very important to write an effective prompt. So when you are writing the prompt, these are the four building block. The first one is your goal. So when you are putting your prompt, there must be the goal, what you want. Do you want to summarize something? Do you want to create something? Do you want to analyze? You want to create formula, right? What is your goal? Second is your context. Context means why you need it. Like I am a trainer, I have to prepare myself for a training program. You are a sales representative. You have to prepare for this presentation for the meeting, right? This is your context. Next is the expectation. Expectation means how Copilot should prepare the response. Is it any formal language, casual language? What is the tone, right? Is it a very short one or lengthy response? This is the expectation. Source. What is the source? Source means like I have just entered one prompt. I wanted to create the speech and I have mentioned the source for the information that was my Word document. Similarly, the source may be any people. Source may be any email, source may be any Teams chat, source may be any particular topic. Or let's say you wanted to summarize a document but only one page or only a particular paragraph. That is your source. So make sure when you are writing the prompt that must be having all four parts: goal, context, expectation, and source. Let me just give you a quick prompt over there. So for that, I'm using this marketing use case. Okay. For example, I need to prepare one report, right? And I will copy my content. I have just downloaded this file, and this I'm going to use in my Word document, create, and I will enter my prompt. I'm a director of finance for Fabricon. Please create a Q1 marketing campaign analysis report based on the attached file that provide data on our Q1 marketing campaign. Include the different sections in the report: executive summary, data analysis, and recommendation. Okay, so team, now you have to help me and tell me what is my goal here. Can you please put it into the chat? Let me just attach my file here. I need to just get the file from my OneDrive. By the time you can mention in chat what is my goal here. Okay, so here is my resource file. Yeah, this is the file. Open. Okay, so this is my prompt. So in this prompt, my goal is, anyone you have mentioned? Yes, can you please just help me and let me know what is the goal here? What is my goal? So here in this prompt, my goal is to create a campaign analysis report. This is my goal, right? And what is the context I have set? Why I need to create? Because I am a director of finance of Fabricum and I need to create this report, right? Because I have to analyze this marketing campaign. This is what the context I have set. And what is my expectation? I have my expectation is what? That I have to include different sections in this report: executive summary, data analysis, and recommendation. This is what my expectation is. And what is my source? Source is my file. That's an attachment. Q1 marketing campaign. So this is a perfect prompt you can give to Copilot. And now just look at the response Copilot is generating for us. By the time Copilot is generating the response, team, if you have any query, any question, you can mention it into the chat. Yes, Venu, if you have any question, you can mention in chat. Shashank, if you have any query, you can mention in chat. Okay, so now here you will notice Copilot is preparing my response and creating executive summary, right? If you want to keep this data, click on keep it. And here your response is generated. Okay, now let's say you are in a finance company. Let me take you Outlook. So now I'm going to quickly give you a demo related to the role you are in. Let's say first I'm going to pick finance. Okay. Now let's say you are you are a CFO. Okay. And you want to use Copilot in Outlook. You wanted to draft an email. right, to the companies of health insurance, right? Your insurance agent has recently notified you that your health insurance premium would be increased, right? That would be more than 9% for individual policies and more than 15% of family policy. Okay. Now, you wanted to prepare or help Copilot to help you to create the draft. Okay. So now here, click on Copilot icon. I will just quickly enter one prompt here. So my prompt is that I'm a CFO of this company. Draft an email to our insurance carrier, homogeneous insurance, expressing my concern, right? Requesting a meeting with the insurance carrier teams to discuss the proposed increase and explore alternative options. Enter. Now Copilot is preparing this response. Okay. Now I'm okay with this response, but I want to change the tone and want to make it formal. Okay. Now your email is ready and you are going to share it. Okay. If you further wanted to add anything, let's say one more line I wanted to add here. Please mention that we should discuss converting to high deductible, low premium policy. Enter. And now Copilot is referring the point you have mentioned in the prompt area and including it into this response, right? And here response is generated and you are good to send this email, right? Now, let's say email is draft, but now the next requirement is that you are a director of a finance. Now you want to analyze at how effective your company's quarter one marketing campaign was. Okay. Now, your director of marketing provided you with a spreadsheet. Okay. And now you need to analyze your data. Now, this is spreadsheet I'm going to use. Let me just open this. So, the file actually, let me just copy it from here directly so that I will be having updated file. Make sure when you are going to use Copilot for M365, all the file must be there in your OneDrive. So I need to copy and paste it here in my OneDrive. Okay, so this is my file. I have pasted it. Okay, so as you can see here, you have your quarter one report. Okay, and now you need to analyze this sheet. Okay, now here you have budget information, revenue, and the number of targeted and engaged users. Now it's your job to analyze the number to determine the effectiveness of this campaign type. Okay, so now here I will open the Copilot. When you start working with Copilot in Excel, make sure your data is there in a tabular boundary. that will help Copilot to understand your data. Here with this Copilot icon in Excel, you will see two options, chat and app skill. You will use app skill. Now enter a prompt here. Okay. Now the prompt I am going to enter as I need to create a pivot table to analyze the total revenue generated. Enter. Create a pivot table to analyze the total revenue generated by each campaign type. Before my prompt, you will notice Copilot is giving me some suggestion that do you want to start from this suggestion? Okay. If you want to continue with the suggestion, you can click, or else I have my custom prompt ready. Enter. Now Copilot is creating a pivot table and analyze the total revenue generated by each campaign type. And here you have your analysis ready, campaign type, sum of revenue. Okay. Now let's say I wanted to create some visualization. So I want, please generate a chart to analyze it. If you want to mention any specific chart, bar chart, column chart, and all, you can mention it here. And here your chart is ready. You can ask Copilot to add it to a new sheet. Let's say I have clicked on add to new sheet. So here your pivot table and your chart both is ready. Okay. Now here let's say the next I want Copilot to help me calculate and display the ROI for each campaign. Okay. So here you can click on insert column and this ROI will be added over there. Okay. So now team, this is how you can also ask Copilot, like this is what the calculated column was created, like the formula was created for ROI. If you wanted to know more about this formula, you have the explanation ready. You can click on show explanation and how this formula is generated. If you feel like this is not the correct formula, you can just put your response as a thumbs down. You can further prompt, right? Make your prompt more clear or give some example. This is what the output you are looking for, or change the format. All you can do with your prompt. Okay. Now, next, let's see you wanted to summarize your financial result. Now, the requirement is that you need to analyze your company's financial performance for past 5 years. Now, you wanted to determine if your company's financial performance is improving or getting worse. Okay, so that we will do with the help of Copilot. So, for that, I have one file That is Editum 5-year financial result. Let me show you this file. Okay, so this is a company's 5-year financial result. Let me just close all the file. Okay, now I need to open one Word document. Or better, let me do one thing. I need to open this file. And here, the time you will open here at the top, you have the summary of this document. Okay, you can click on brief summary, standard summary, or detail. Let's click on detail. Okay, so your summary is created. You can click on copy and you can add it to your document. Now here, click on this icon, click on chat, and here enter the prompt. If you have few more questions, let's say based on the information in this document, how would you rate Aditum financial performance over the past 5 years? Is it getting better or worse? Enter. Sorry. Okay, I guess something is wrong or right now this chat feature is not working in the document right now. So I will try the same prompt in this Copilot chat. So I will go to Copilot chat and will move myself to work mode. I will add my file here and will go to my resource file. Select. Now I will enter the same prompt. Based on the information in this document, how would you rate the financial performance? Enter. Okay. So I'm getting the response. This is the summary of financial performance. Is financial performance is getting better or worse? So here you have a conclusion. Overall, Atom performance is improving. And why it is improving? What are the main points? It is mentioned over there. And here you have the end conclusion. Okay. So these were few prompt I have tried as a finance use case. We have created the email insurance company. We have analyzed the financial spreadsheet. We have also summarized the financial result in document. Okay, and we have also created the financial analysis report also with the help of Copilot. Okay, so team, now let me show you some use cases for HR. Before moving ahead, anyone, any questions? What skills are required? Is this question related to Excel you are talking about? There is one question, what skills are required? Is it related to Excel you are talking about? Please elaborate. If it is related to Excel, like here, when you will open Excel file, let's say I have opened this. So here, when you are going to use Copilot, in Excel, you have app skill. App skill means you are going to use Copilot capability directly in your Excel file, in your Excel application. Chat is the general chat. The chat window will be open. The same it is there in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, and all. Okay. Now let me close this. Let's move to HR. Okay. So for example, let's just start like you are from HR, right? You are a HR manager, and let's say you have started with the hiring process. Okay. Now you need to create a document that outline all the job responsibility of the role, and the role is senior animation designer. So I need Copilot here to prepare this. Okay, so I have opened my Word document, and to create this um, job responsibility, and I have already some document where the related informations are available. Okay, so I am going to prepare the job description. I will open a new document. Okay, let me first attach the file. Okay, this is Graphic Design Institute Design Team Responsibility. Open. Okay, now I want Copilot to refer these responsibility file and create the job description for me. Now the next I have to add the prompt. Okay, so now the prompt is, let me just close this. Sorry, I need to connect the file again. Okay, so I have entered the prompt that we have currently started with the hiring process. Please review the attached file and create the job description. Enter. Now Copilot is preparing the job description for me. Okay, now here you have this job description ready. Okay, now let's say after job description is ready, what next you want? You wanted to do some advertisements and all for the interview or for collecting the applications and all. Okay, now the next is that let's say I will just click on Keep It. This job description is ready. Now I have started collecting the resume. But now the challenging thing is that I have to analyze the resume, and I have to find out what is the best one. Like I have to get at least top three candidates or the best candidate for the interview and all. So for that, I will just quickly open the prompt again, right? And here I will enter the prompt that I'm a hiring manager and we are hiring for the position of senior animation designer. Create a report that compare the attached resume for the requirement. So team, as you have noticed, with every prompt, you will notice it is having the detail like what is my goal, my expectation, right? My context, my source, everything is there. Okay. Now I need to add some resume. So I have 4 sample resume. Alex, two, two more. It is the last one. Okay. So all 4 resumes are added. Now let's enter. Now Copilot is referring all 4 resume. And as I have mentioned that I need to know that who is the best candidate or give the ranking also to the candidate, who is the most qualified and who is the least qualified. And accordingly, Copilot is preparing the response. So here I have evaluation criteria, candidate profile, and this is the comparative analysis. Okay. If you have any further questions, let's say you wanted to know the average pay scale of a senior animation designer, what would be the recommendation annual salary, right? That we can offer to each candidate. Okay. So if there are any other question, you can enter and accordingly Copilot will prepare the response for you. Okay. Now, let's say um, the and resumes are finalized and you have to arrange the interview. Okay. But for interview, let me just close this. Again, I will ask Copilot to prepare the interview question. For this, you can also use Copilot chat. Create a list of 15 best interview questions that should be asked applying for a senior animation designer role at Graphic Design Institute. So it is creating interview questions. If you want to add any other questions, right? So you can do so. Like for example, you want Copilot to add any specific questions about, more about experience, or if he has to tackle any challenges and all, or any question about if he's failed at the project and what they learned from it. So all the questions you can add, or as per your requirement, you can add a new question too. Now, let's say the interview process is done and finally one candidate is finalized. So you have to prepare a email offer letter. So for email, I would like to use Outlook and here I can use Copilot. Now, for this email offer letter, I already have some file that is employee benefit. I want Copilot to refer this file and prepare the offer letter for the candidate. So you can attach the file, and here we will notice how Copilot will read the attachment of the file. So This is the employee benefit. This I have added as attachment. Now, my prompt is that I'm a HR manager. Please create this email offer letter to Patty. Patty is my employee, is a candidate, and here you can mention the start date. Like let's say that I will enter. It's 1st Jan 2026. Okay, enter. I have also mentioned the tone of the email should be formal. Okay, so now here this offer letter is ready, but one thing I have missed in my previous prompt, I have forgot to mention that Copilot should refer the attachment file that I have missed. So for that, I will just quickly add one prompt that this draft looks good, but I forgot to ask you to review the attached document and add some specific employee benefit. So here you will notice employee benefits are not mentioned in this draft, right? Now, enter. Okay, so team, now here we have my response ready. And even here, I have one more paragraph added by Copilot that in addition to the salary, we are delighted to offer you some benefit package like health insurance, retirement benefits, professional development opportunity, and all. Okay, now you can click on keep it, and your draft is ready. Okay, so here you can imagine as a HR team, you have like you could take hours to do this job, but now here with Copilot, all my tasks were completed within 5 to 10 minutes. So Copilot can help you become more productive for your work. Okay, anyone, any questions so far? I have the last use case to show you about operations. Anyone? Okay, so you are asking about for Copilot, what are the skills required? Okay, so if you are looking for the skills required for using Copilot, so as such, no skills is required. You just need to know your requirement, right? Like let's say you are a trainer, you are a sales, you are in marketing, you are in HR, so you must be aware with your requirement, that's it, and you must know how to write your requirement properly, means how to write a prompt effectively so that Copilot can understand your requirement. This is just like you are discussing with your assistant or your colleague, just like you have to treat this Copilot as we two human beings talking with each other. Let's say you have put one question, what skills are required, and as a human being I was not clear what you wanted to ask, so I have asked you to give me more clarity. Accordingly I can give you the response. Just like that you can interact with the Copilot, right? I hope I could give you the answer. If not, if anything else is expected, please mention in chat. Okay, so team, now let's quickly move ahead. And in this part, let's say you are in operations. Okay, you are an operations manager, and let me pick the prompt. Yeah. So here I'm going to use Microsoft Teams, and here there is an application whiteboard. Okay, so now what we are going to do here. So you are an operation manager and now you are planning to install a new boiler into your building's heating system. Okay. Now, before you are going to start with the installation process, you wanted to use Copilot in Whiteboard and to suggest some potential steps that company typically complete when they are installing a new boiler system. So you ask Copilot to categorize all the suggestions that will make it easy to find out the related ideas. Now let's click on whiteboard. Here you will notice suggest. Suggest a way to optimize my website and all. So here you just enter your prompt that I'm a operation manager. We are installing new boiler. Please suggest the steps. Enter. Now here in Copilot in Whiteboard is preparing the steps that you can explain in the meeting in front of your colleagues or your team members. Re-enter. Hmm, okay, it says rephrase it. Let me try another prompt. Okay, I'm trying this prompt. Enter. Create a list of the steps that a company should take to install a new boiler heating system. Okay, so now here you have 6 steps are added. You can click on generate more if you wanted to add more steps. Let's say now I have 12 steps. I will click on insert 12. So all 12 ideas are inserted, right? Now, let's say if you wanted to, like here, you wanted to add anything else, like for example, you wanted to categorize it. So I will categorize it. It is categorizing my note, all the steps into different categories. Okay, so now I have 4 category: planning and assessments related steps, legal and safety and compliance steps, installation process, and this is the last one, testing and commissioning. If you want to regenerate, now the steps are regenerated. Now it is in as a first one, site assessment, and 3 steps under it: permit and compliance, 3 steps; installation steps, 5; testing and commissioning, test and commission boiler. Right in here, you have noticed how Copilot has helped me to quickly create these ideas that I can explain to my team members in a meeting. Right? I can click on keep it. Now, if you want Copilot to summarize it, click on summarize. And here you have the summary. And here you have a quick summary created. You can click on keep it. Okay. Now, let's say uh, you are an operation manager and you have discovered the current boiler system that heat the company's 50-year-old office building, right? That require repair. Now you feel that this moment maybe the time to convert your heating system from existing boiler system to a more energy efficient system. Okay, so now here you are going to create a report, okay, that identify the difference between the boiler and the heating system. So for that, um, let's do one thing. I will go to PowerPoint. Let's go to blank one. Before that, I just need to create one report that I wanted to refer here in this presentation. Open a new document. I will quickly pick a prompt. Okay, so here in this prompt, I'm mentioning that I'm an operation manager. We are thinking about possibly replacing our building current boiler system with a furnace system. Write a report describing what type of boiler system are used. Enter. Okay, so here you have your report ready. Okay. Now, if you have further any questions, let's say what type of boiler do must building use as a part of their heating system? Okay. Or let's say what is an average cost of this boiler system? Okay. Or if we change boiler system into the furnace system, will it have any effect of on our current air conditioning system or not? So whatever the other questions you have, you can refer. Let me just save this document and I will save it to my resource file, report on commercial boiler system. Okay, and I will use the same report for my presentation. Let me close it. Now here, create a new presentation, refer the file you have just created. This is the report and select. Done. Now let's click on enter. So earlier the demo I have given for PowerPoint. So I have just mentioned the topic name and Copilot was preparing the agenda, topic, subtopic and created the PPT. In this demo, here I have attached the file and asked Copilot to create the presentation. You know, if you have a document already ready, creating PPT is not difficult task now. It will take hardly a minute for Copilot to create the PPT. So here your content is ready. Just click on generate slides. And here my PPT is created. You can click on keep it. So there are total 18 slides with the agenda, right? Commercial boiler system and transition of furnace system. You can use this PPT for your presentation and you can explain like if there is need to change the system and transition to the furnace system, why you wanted to do it, what is the positive points, what is the cost and all. So for your presentation, your material is immediately ready. So team, here in this session, we have discussed like what is Copilot is all about, how you can write an effective prompt. Okay. There are a few more best practices I would like to share. Like when you're putting the prompt, make sure your prompt is clear, it is effective, it is having all four components that I have discussed. What are the four components I have discussed for the best prompt? Anyone? Can you please mention in chat? What are the four main part of a good prompt? Quickly give me respond over chat. Yes, anyone? What are the four main part of a good prompt? Yes, anyone? So your prompt must be having goal, perfect, very good. Okay. It is not content, it is context. Context means why you wanted to create. Okay, like here, the recent prompt we have tried that you wanted to create the report, right? You are a operation manager, you wanted to create the report. Okay, let's say you wanted to have the comparative study. You are a HR manager, you are planning for the hiring process. So, what is the context? Okay, third, expectation. Very good. Perfect. What is your expectation? How the content should be generated? Short, lengthy, what is the tone, emotion, expectation. Source. Source is your, like if there is any file you have attached, any topic name, right? Any other like a source, maybe a people, any email, any Teams chat, that is your source. Okay, like here the current PPT I have created, my source was my Word document. Okay, so make sure your prompt should be clear, concise, it should be having clarity. If you're not getting the expected result, you can rewrite the prompt. Actually, there is not any effective prompt list, but of course, I can share you one link that you can explore as per use case. Just give me a minute. So this is the link you all can try. This is Copilot Scenario Library. Here you can find the individual use cases. Here you can mention your industry. You can filter by product, right? Let's say it is for Copilot for sales, Copilot for finance, M365 Copilot, right? You can filter by, let's say you are in banking and okay, so just click on finance area. You have some demo videos. You have also slides that you can download over there. One more thing. And this is one more link, scenario library. And this link, both I'm sharing. This is the link you can try that is about Copilot features, Copilot plans, licenses. Okay. And just go to the link I have just shared that is about the scenario library. Here you can find out the scenario you are from: education, finance services, healthcare, manufacturing. Like let's say you are from sales. Just click on find sales scenario, click on it, and here you have all the scenario like customer engagement, how you can accelerate customer research, sales presentation, related videos are there, and here you have some downloadable content also. Okay, so team, just refer this link once. Anyone, any other questions so far? I have as because of the limitation of time I could cover a few prompt only, but you can explore other prompts. Like let's say you are from HR, you need to generate the interview questions, you need to compare the candidate, you need to draft the personalized welcome email for the employees, any training schedule if you wanted to create. Okay, you want to summarize some HR policies, generate some FAQ for employees, right? Or analyze the feedback data in Excel, create some dashboard. Okay, or if you are from finance team, you can use Copilot for financial reporting, generating monthly, quarterly reports, create some dashboards for KPI, forecasting expenses, draft budget proposal in Word, right? Automate invoice status summaries for Copilot. All you can explore in Copilot. For operations, you can write the prompt like generate inventory status report, summarize operational SOP, draft process improvement proposal, compare the vendor contract and summarizing the key term, automate the follow up email. So, these are other use cases in the prompt. If you want, you can try. So, team, that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the session. I could give you understanding about Copilot, what is the capability of Copilot, if you have the Copilot license or do not have, how you can use these capability, right? And I have shared different use cases, writing best practices, and how to write the effective prompts. Thank you so much, everyone. Do not leave the session without feedback. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining the session and for your feedback. Thank you. One more link I would like to share. There you have different use cases and the related prompt. If you want, you all can try. So this is the lab link I'm sharing. So whichever the role you have, you can try the related prompts. Okay, bye bye. Take care, everyone. Yes, I have just shared. It is there in chat. Thank you.